Welcome to the Test Kitchen of Atlanta Home Improvement Magazine. We featured in our December issue these adorable cupcakes with a Christmas tree topper on them that was completely edible, so I'm going to show you how to recreate that and make it at home. We start with an ice cream cone. It's a sugar cone, so just buy any package of sugar cones you can find in the supermarket, and then I made some green frosting. And I made it dark green so that it resembles the color of a Christmas tree. And what you do is you take this little flat knife, it's called a palette knife, or a little baking spatula, an icing spatula, and just start smoothing the icing onto the cone. It doesn't have to be perfect by any means, it's just going to form a base to give it the green dominant color. And while I'm doing that, and you see how I'm just kind of covering it, I am not covering the bottom because that's going to be the place where we kind of maneuver the cone to let it dry and then to position it on the cupcake. And just to give you an idea of how to color this, I used paste coloring, which is really better than the very liquidy colors you get. They're more concentrated. And what I did is I used leaf green, and I actually mixed a little dark blue into it to give it that spruce look of a Christmas tree color. But you can do it any way you want. If you make it bright green, then they may look like St. Patrick's Day little cones. But dark green is good, so just don't be afraid of the food coloring. So that's our base coat. And what you would do is just let this sit for a minute and dry so that it forms a crust, so that it is easier to then go to the next step. I put this on pretty thin, so it's drying quickly. And you can use any frosting that is shortening based with confectionery sugar, and if you would like the recipe, you can email me at Sandi, S-A-N-D-I, Edelson, E-D-E-L-S-O-N, at bellsouth.net. In the meantime, I'm going to start piping what's going to look like the branches of the Christmas tree to give it that depth and the pine cone kind of prickly look that we want it to look like. So this is a pastry bag that is fit with a number 21 star tip. Again, it's pretty flexible. If you have a number 18 tip, you can use that. The 21 is good though because you'll get bigger stars and it covers it more quickly. And I have my green frosting in here. This is actually a disposable bag. These are really great. You can find these in the craft stores. This way, after you're done, you just take the tip out and just throw the bag out and you don't have to wash it. So what I'm going to do is start piping little stars. And what I'm going to do is pipe them by pulling down so they look a little more elongated than a star. And you go around and around and you form the first row, but you start at the bottom and just go around. I'm going to do just 1 or 2 rows, and then I'm going to show you what the completed one would look like once you get the hang of it, because you don't want to watch me do this whole thing. It's like watching grass grow. So that's the first layer, and then I'm going to go on top of that and pipe the next one. And again, squeeze, pull down, and actually pull down and out a little, again, to give it that dimension you want. It doesn't matter if the rows are even, you could always fill them in. It's very easy to correct your mistakes. So we're going to go around. I'm going to show you one more row just so you get the hang of how we're tiering the little stars. And I'm going to put it down right now. And then I'm going to cut to the chase and show you what a completed one looks like. Once you've gone all the way around and gone all the way to the top, voila! It looks like this. And I started to decorate mine already, but the next step after it's done, and again, if you can see this, my frosting got a little crusty, which is what you want because it makes it more durable. And don't worry about if you have to move it, about squishing the bottom, because it's going to sit on the cupcake that's got a little white frosting on it. So this will be buried into the white frosting and it'll look like it's sitting in snow. And if it gets squished, you know something, you can really fix it easily. Just take your little bag, and here's a little flat spot from me pinching it, and just go bop and go right over it. what I did was I used little sugar pearls to decorate them and simulate the ornaments on the tree. Again, go to the craft stores and just look in the aisle where they have these little decorating supplies, and your imagination will take you to your perfect tree. You can use different colored ones. You can also use, this is gold glitter, which I'm going to show you in a minute. This is something you can use and sprinkle it on. And again, I use this as a tool to maneuver my tree. By lifting it, I could actually get it up under there and then just sprinkle my glitter on there. And again, this is all edible. So one last thing I want to show you. If you don't have sugar pearls, I have a little red frosting in here. You could use a number 3 or a number 4 round tip. And I don't have much in here, so I'm squishing it. But you can create your ornaments by going like that, or you can actually use the red frosting with a leaf tip and make it look like holly. So let your imagination go wild and create your tree. It's a great project to do with kids. Each kid could decorate their own tree. You can actually create garland by going around with the star tip in another color and really make it look good. So thanks for watching. Enjoy it. Have fun. And happy holidays.